Hey guys, what's up? Misha from GGD here. I feel like it's been a little while since we've done this. It's been a little while for me. It's been even longer since I've done one of these. I'm going to be going over a groove pack and jamming to it. And for the groove pack, I've chosen Aric Improta's pack. What is it called? Modern Prog. I just as the Aric Improta pack. I was very excited for this pack because I think he's one of the most creative drummers on the planet. I don't know if you're familiar with him. If you're not, you should familiarize yourself with him because he really is one of the most creative drummers. Like, just he's got this energy about him and just comes up with such unique ideas. And they've always got like this very fun kind of groove, this very fun energy. And he's one hell of a showman. So when we did the pack, I remember I actually spoke to him a little bit and he was like, should I do something a bit more traditional? I was like, look, you could do some traditional stuff, but also like go out and do your thing. And I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked with what he did. And the guys were like, hey, you should record a little video of you jamming to some of his grooves. So that's what we're doing right now. And I'm actually pretty excited to dig into this. So just so that this video wouldn't be a complete slog, I did jam around a little bit. This isn't like an actual first reaction to it. I tried some stuff out. I picked some grooves that I liked and kind of mapped something out. But I'm gonna recreate it right now, and maybe we'll improve on it. But it's just to kind of show you what it's like to jam to these. This is not how I write normally. I've done a few of these in the past, and some of these have even turned into periphery songs. Like I think the Brody pack ended up becoming Dying Star, So it's cool. Like these things can genuinely inspire ideas, which will become full songs, and it's a totally cool and viable way to write. And sometimes it can just throw everything on its side a little bit and give you something to play around with. So I was jamming around with some of these grooves. We're at 120 BPM. Let's jump into this. I'm using the P5 kit right here, and I've got this all set up here. Just start with the verse, right? Pretty straightforward groove, but I love the feel of it, He's got these, so he's approached this as songs, so you've got like, I guess what he's suggesting is like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, whatever. Those are suggestions. I may or may not pay attention to that. So a little variation. So that verse there, like that's kind of like a build-up. Like we're upping the energy. I kind of like A and B. Let's play around with B. So here's what's cool. Let's start with A. So what we'll do is we'll just drag this onto my track here. And you can see the P5 kit we're using here. Sounding pretty good to me. I've got these tracks, these guitar tracks sort of prepped here, so. Sloppy. I think I've mentioned this a few times, but if I'm going to edit something, I generally want to like play in or out of it. Doesn't even matter if you're playing the right thing, but it just shows the intent. It makes things cut a little better. And we are in drop C, by the way. Kind of just jumped into this, but we're using the Corey Wong, the neural Corey Wong amplifier. It's like kind of split tone. I like it a lot for that. And using Zilla cabs with the basically the cab setup here. I'll show you real quick. This is not drums, but you might as well see. So this is the amp setup that we're using, and this is just my go-to. It's what we used on Periphery 5. This Swedish technique where I just add that the K100. Anyways, I'm not going for anything in particular. I just want to show you how I jam to these. So, all right, so that's already sounding pretty good there. The other side, we could do the same thing, or we could try like a like kind of a complementary liner. Let's see. I was jamming with something like that. Play nice. When you have these like kind of mid-gain sounds, it's kind of fun to get like different things on either side, right? Actually, I think I like it. Let's try it like that. Sloppy going into that, wasn't it? Wonder if I can just cheat. Works for me. It's a wonder of working with DIs. Cool. Yeah. And some of you may watch this and be like, that makes sense. Some of you may watch this and be like, wow, he's really just going to take that from there and put it there. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's less work. I'm lazy. And you'd never know. It's the end result that matters. Remember that. It's not what goes into this. We're making compositions here. We're not out to prove anything. So let's get like a counterpoint line, which will probably mirror with the bass. Sounding better on this string. Yeah, and get a little bit of movement there. All right, so let's do that. Little bit of movement, you know. It doesn't need to be too much. We don't need to overcomplicate this. This will double track. All right, sounds pretty good. Let's get some nollie bass in there. Nollie bass will bring this to life. This we don't need to get too fancy. You could just mirror this right here. Just give me a second to program that. So is that? Yeah. That's too fast. Sometimes I'll check the octave, or check that the note's right by just shifting up an octave. love the duplicate feature. I think the last note is a... There we go. So that should be the bass done. So you know what, I want to see if it works now. Let's see. Let's just drop this version. It's like the more adventurous version. So just drag that in there. Then this we can just duplicate. Some of these tom hits down. Guess he was going for them. These are actually like programmed, like, well, not programmed, but played and imported to not be like, you know, 127 across the road, which is good. So sometimes, like, I think my kit's set up to like where the hard hits are like really hard, so I'll bring some of those down. Especially if it's like subsequent hits. So totally fine to go in and adjust some stuff, you know. Obviously do it. These are like great launchpad points. Now, one thing, I was hearing this note for the third. That could work very well. I have a very lazy way of doing it. Today there's gonna be a theme. It's gonna be laziness. Do we like this, Joe? Joe, do we like laziness? Let me know. What do you think? I'm gonna do the lazy way. Which one would be better first? I think this would be better the second way. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little choppy boy there, and it's actually just these ends that we need. So a little Cubase trick. This is a good one, and it works especially well with DIs. Actually, let me just check something here. Yep. Now we're gonna do this. Foreman time. There we go. We're gonna take the good algorithm. We're gonna get super lazy with this. Just bring that down. I think that's 3. Magic, right? You like that? First time? Even sounds good. So let's see what we got. And yeah, if you didn't see what I was doing, sorry. I literally just took these and I transposed them. So if I zero that back out, Cubase is kind of sick sometimes, right? Now you guys might be asking yourself, Misha, why don't you just retrack that? And again, the answer is I'm lazy. I probably should have retracked it, but I didn't. Let's move on. All right. What do we have here? Ooh. I was playing around with this. It's kind of a funny. Just kind of moving that. You just kind of go nuts with that, right? We're gonna do it nice and slow though. Let's go with like a more metal sound. So Go to the trusty Omega. Neural Omega. Love it. I have the real one, so it's pretty handy. Sound like that, right? It's cool too. Those are all really cool. Let's start with the first one, then we'll just plug stuff in. Just have something to track it to. It's always more fun to track to drums, isn't it? I also have to figure out what I'm doing for this. That could work. It's a bit of a jump. Alright, good enough, I think. And I think these are the higher gain tracks here. So we'll record onto that. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Yeah. Last repeats. A little messy there, huh? Good enough, I think. Let's see how that sounds. Nice. Could loop that. This I could double track. And also kind of don't like that. Could kind of change it. Let's try one of those. Maybe like that. One of those. Let's try one of those. That's kind of cool. Retrack that, it's not very tight. There we go. I like that, all right. Cool. Should we do that both times or just the second time? Should we have it evolve, maybe? Let's try that. Try having it evolve. Yeah. That might be cool. fill too. I was gonna try some of those other beats, but I think there should only be 2 repeats of this. We could play around with that. We're gonna need some counterpoint. Ascend and like open it up as we go. Let's try that out. Be cool. I've got like these heavy octave tracks. They play well with the so it doesn't go full on. Building into something. All right, cool. Kind of dig where that's going. It would be kind of fun with this, even though I really like this. Let's just see what those other pre-chorus grooves will sound like with that part. And we'll just pick one or maybe mix and match. Just doing this for myself. You guys could skip along if you don't want to hear this. I'm just curious. That's actually pretty cool. This is the fun. It's like you've got these variations and they all should generally work. Ooh, that's kind of a cool ending fill. All right, this gives me an idea. I kind of dig this. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna like Frankenstein a little beat together. Again, you're allowed to do this, so you might as well. Let's cut this here. I like that ending fill here. So we'll paste that here. There we go, that was a good cut. All right, let's see if there's maybe a better way to cut this. Maybe even... Oh. I kind of like that. We'll keep this off to the side, but I'm kind of digging the vibe of this a bit more. It's like ascending a little better. Are we missing a kick here? We are. It's got chopped. We'll add that there. Because these things are not like entirely on the beat when I'm like cutting the regions, sometimes things at the beginning or the end can get chopped, or sometimes even flam. You might have heard that earlier, so I'll just add that back in. But that's a result of it not being directly on the grid, which I think is really contributing to the feel of all of this, you know? So bring that down to the level of the other kicks to make it sound like that. That's good. As I said, very creative drummer. I'm so stoked with this pack. I'm actually really stoked with this pack. And then there's this one. So he has like chorus here. But I was looking for something with like a halftime feel, and one of these. That's a really cool beat. Oh, that's sick. Sorry, I just want to do like 16th notes over everything he does. Just it's grooving it. I just think his feel is just so phenomenal. But yeah, I was looking for like, I was messing around with this. That's cool. That pattern's called descending toms, very appropriately. Could interpret this in so many ways. So I was playing around with this and try to match the hits, like all the hits. Might have to chop that up. It's not the second time. There's also, so yeah, that's gonna be tough. I dig that. I dig that a lot. I wanna play with that. We're gonna have to assemble this because we'll use the heavier track for this. Maybe one of those. Let's see if we can get that much. Cleaner. Apologies. We need to cut in for that. But let's listen. Yeah, this first half is a little, we're getting a little bit, let's get that clean. Again, we don't need to get this perfect because I'm just trying to demonstrate how I'd write to this, but I'll tell you guys something kind of cool. Did this for Periphery 5. I think this is good. I just gotta punch that in. When we were writing, And I haven't done this on other records. Normally, like when we're writing, it's like get the ideas out. Don't slow down the flow of ideas. And then when when you're gonna record it for good, then you re-record everything, most parts. Maybe there's some parts that are fine or whatever. What I did on Periphery 5, and I think I'm gonna continue doing this, is whether I was doing the part or having someone else track, if it was Mark or Jake, I'd have them. Once we got the idea and we knew we liked it, I'd have them track it like pretty damn well. And it wouldn't be as exhaustive as if we were retracking right at the end where like that's the only point, because we do want to kind of not slow down the flow. But I would try to get takes. I was like, that sounds good. That sounds representative. That's tight. It has a good vibe, right? And they weren't perfect, but they were good. They were good takes. And I think there's always this creative energy or this excitement that gets kind of lost when you retrack. I don't know if you guys experience that, but it allowed us to capture that. I think Periphery 5 sounds very lively to me, and it sounds kind of raw in a way that I really like. Like it captured the demo energy, and it's because a lot of those takes, the majority, grand majority of takes were demo takes, which I was really happy to be able to use. Normally the energy's right, but the takes are just too rough. It's like, man, that can't be out on a final recording. So I'm trying to like get these, as I write like takes, I'm like, you know what, that's good enough, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in a few years I'll change my mind, but so far that's the mood I'm in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I think that's what it is. Actually still works. Ooh. Kind of dig that. Let's listen. Yeah, there we go. We could loop this, but I was messing around with some other chords. It works, but I always like it when there's a bit more change, and I like it. Might lean in on that one. Yeah, like that. There you go. A little rough. I apologize, guys. I am not the best guitarist, but I'm doing my best. That's what counts. And then it's a little messy. Kind of digging that. Apologies for tuning. It's kind of cool. We could isolate it. Let's try the chords first. Let's see if that sounds good. There we go. Might have to retrack that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to retrack that. We'll get that second part nice and clean, so it sounds good. All the studio magic, guys. Get that too. It's a little sloppy. practice bleed a bit more if I'm going to get that better, right? Then kind of dig that. I think we're onto something pretty cool here. Kind of sounds like good Tigerish to me, you know? If you guys know what that is. Let's get, because this is pretty cool. We're getting like these octaves. I forgot to program the bass for these, so. Let's get some of that going. Sometimes I'll do this, where you'd be tempted to do, which would be great, but I kind of dig the split, split inner coil on this guitar, and then putting an octave. That could be kind of cool. Like kind of gives you two different sounds, you know? Oops. Can I do that? It'd be kind of cool. What if we do? Now you're seeing how I assemble a riff. There we go. We're getting some motion going now. Let's see what those work out to. Close to something. Yeah, we're gonna have to tidy that. Should do more of a count in, shouldn't I? There we go. Actually do this a little different. I'm not going to go to the octave. Just stay consistent. Commit. Kind of need one of those, don't we? I'm feeling that now. That's what I'm feeling. That's what we're gonna do. I like it when these things like kind of lead in. We'll just track the whole thing. Very cool. Digging this. This riff's taking a little longer because I'm kind of exploring it a little more. Yeah. bass in this. It'll really drive it home. Let's get the other side of this. Oh, wrong note. Is that what I did? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. There we go. It's different than the other. Let's get both of these again. Apologies for this taking so long, but now you see how this works. It's all in the detail. Can't decide which way I like it, but I think I like this one being different, so we're gonna stick with it being different. Because the other ones are, but we're gonna. Alright, I think that's good enough for metal. Halfway solid riff we got going here. We could loop that too. Let's get the bass going on this first. And clean it up as well. If you're still watching, I appreciate your patience. I know we're getting kind of long-winded with this, but hey, creativity can take time. Oops. I don't think I bother with the little hertas or whatever they're called. We could just use that. That's the right note. I think this we do. And that will drop. Got this. That works. Yeah, the other thing you could do is you could do nah. And let's get the bass on this part. Shouldn't be too hard. Just match the low thing. What is it? checking. That's the right note. Heh, easy. What is it? Oh, I think it's this. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Then, all right, now we can actually listen after all this very long-winded approach. But this has been fun. These grooves are great. All right, you guys want to have a little listen? Let's see where we're at. Cool. Got a fair chunk of song. Pretty happy with that last riff especially. Don't know how you guys feel about it. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I could end it here. And I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. But I can show you a cool little thing I discovered. This is just kind of like bonus. Little bonus. This is some Cubase love. Because I have a love-hate relationship with Cubase. I've been using it forever. But every now and then, someone will show me a really cool feature, and I'm like, wow, really wish I'd known about that a long time ago. So if we do this, let's do this. Formant time. And we go into... I never knew about musical mode. It's kind of great. So we put all of our audio into musical mode. Now we can mess with like tempo, and it'll just time stretch it for you. So like, let's say we wanted, now this is the beauty of the grooves being MIDI and the bass being MIDI. It's really just the guitars, and that's one of the advantages of doing the DIs. So we're at 120, right? Let's bump it up to like 140. Let's bring it down to like I don't know, 100. That sounds pretty great. Like you wouldn't know. And then we can do this transpose thing here and just bring it down a whole bunch, and now it's heavy. Try a little faster. And now you have a 7-string song out of this. Pretty little handy tool. We're gonna undo that and go back to, I think we were at 120, and now it's kind of fun if you want to play around with tempos. So yeah, musical mode for this, and then just mess with the tempo. You can use a tempo track to like get ramps or different tempos going for each section, and it'll just figure it out for you. I think this formant time is like the best algorithm for that. It's just takes a little longer, but I think this computer is not really struggling with that. And then musical mode. Good job, Cubase. Good job, Steinberg. So yeah, that's basically it. If you've been watching, good Lord, this is a long video. Thanks for sticking with me. If you want more of these, let us know in the comments. Let me know if you're happy with what I've done here, or if you dislike it. That's fine. But if you like it, how about I do more of these for you guys? Just let me know. Catch you next time.